Welcome to Therapists Say. You've heard what therapists should say. Now this is what we actually say. We get real about relationships, mental health, and all the messy, hilarious parts of being human.
Welcome back to another episode of Therapists Say. I'm your co-host, Barry.
And I'm your host, Mel. Oh,
and
that messed me up.
And I'm your other host, Liz.
Oh no, it just
Cool.
didn't feel right.
It didn't feel right? All right.
Just leave it.
Fine.
I did my
Is this
best.
your control?
I did
my
my
control.
It's your issues with control.
It is. Fine, we'll leave it.
I did my best radio voice.
Yeah, it was good until Mel started laughing.
It did. Okay. We're just going to leave it. I'm not going to.
No, you're not. You can let it go.
Oh,
let
my
it go.
God, I just need to let it sit with me. Okay.
All right. So,
All right. That's great.
do we have any shrink wrap from?
I do.
Oh.
I'm gonna say it. We already recorded this episode
Right.
and we did not
Right.
We lost it.
record the audio. The audio got lost.
And this isn't the first time it's happened to
No,
us
it's
either.
This is
Second time.
the second time.
Second time.
My life flashed before my eyes when I went to edit and saw that it said no audio.
Yep.
So here we are recording it for the
Re-recording.
second time.
And luckily, it was a couple weeks ago, and we have no idea.
No idea what we spoke
said.
about.
No
Well,
idea.
we know the question. We do
Maybe.
know the question.
We know the question.
But I don't remember what we talked about in shrink wrap, and I don't remember what we talked about, like, basically.
Oh, I
you know?
think you said something about your neighbor.
No, we didn't get a neighbor update. Have you finally gotten the quiz?
Oh, the neighbor update with the astrology.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do we remember?
Was that episode?
I don't think so. I think it was the one before that.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Okay.
I mean, she's putting a list of questions together
Still?
for me. Yeah, I ran into her again the other day, and she said she's still working on it. But, I mean, she's in school right now, and also
Oh.
she has a job. Like, this isn't her number one
Oh, wait,
priority.
she's like young?
She's young?
Young. I mean, what are we defining as young?
Oh.
Like I think she's not old.
20 to 30s?
I don't know how old she is. Like, I don't even remember her name. Like, you
I
know how bad I am at
okay,
I
these things.
pictured a little old lady.
A little old lady with like
Oh no.
fake
Finley-
hair, like a little witch.
No.
Like a little witchy lady.
Okay, I don't know why you pictured
I
that.
thought it was a little old lady.
No.
Being with
No.
like so much experience.
No.
Like someone you would go to get your tarot cards read. Is who I pictured.
Right. I'm not
Incorrect.
gonna say no to that. Like, I don't know who reads tarot cards. That's not something I've ever done. I know my daughter's been into it, and she's not old. I would say she's probably like in her 30s. That's what I would guess.
Wow.
Mind blown.
But I'm guessing right now. Like, now I'm gonna be. If she's 25, it's gonna be awful for me next time I run into her. Thank you, guys.
I thought she was a little old lady.
No, I would put her like in her 30s.
Was the neighbor that you didn't like a little old lady?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's where we
yeah.
probably got confused.
You understand I have more than one neighbor.
Yeah,
I
well, we
know, but
understand
then
that.
I
I
just
live in
as-
an apartment place.
I
and
associated it with.
She lives across the street from the apartment place.
This
in a
is what I
house.
pictured.
Oh, she lives in a house.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
Okay. There we go.
Look at
Wait,
that.
this is what I pictured.
All right. I thought we were going to be more concise so this can get edited quickly and out tomorrow. And you're like Googling pictures of little old ladies. Okay. That's an actress. I've seen her in things.
You have to like put that
I
like,
have
real
seen-
close to the
yeah.
video. Oh my
I hope people watch how bad you were at showing a picture to the camera. Don't edit that out.
I'm not.
It's because they can't see,
All
but
right.
the camera and the computer are different.
Right.
Okay,
things.
great.
She told me her name again last time too. Like just the other day.
You
when
don't
I
even
met
know her name?
I keep forgetting.
You don't know her
how
I
I'm
mean,
bad at this.
he calls Gio Gia. So
You know I'm bad at this. I'm bad with names.
really?
That's true. We've never heard her name.
Right.
She's a
because
mystery.
I don't remember people's names. I'm really bad.
Do you know our name?
I was just how long did it take you to remember
One
my
of
name?
you is Mel and one of you is Liz. I know that.
I mean, at this rate.
All right.
That's funny.
All right. Other shrink wrap?
God, got nothing besides the fact that this is round 2 of this
of
episode.
and we don't remember what we talked about in shrink wrap last time, which is just awful.
Yeah. I feel like we didn't have a lot of shrink wrap that day.
I agree. I don't think there was a lot. Yeah. Well, we have the spot. You sent us
I did.
a bunch of data.
Our Spotify Wrapped. Our fans' top artist was Bad Bunny. And
That's
our
awful.
goodbye.
I understand he's very popular, but it's not an artist I like. Like,
Anywho.
I would like the Viagra Boys to be the
the halftime performance.
I don't know.
I had never heard
something
of
like that.
them until you said that.
I've never heard of them in my life.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Our fans' top audiobook was I'm Glad My Mom Died.
That's
Very telling.
also awful. Apparently.
Yeah. Okay, so our show.
Our fans are dark.
Dark.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Dark, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. I like dark humor.
Our show was in the top 20% of videos on Spotify. So our 2025 growth increased total audience by 209%, total new audience by 770%, and
Wow.
listening time increased by over 685%.
Wow.
Wow.
Excellent.
Excellent.
That sounds great.
Our
I don't
top-
know what any of that means mathematically. Like, because basically, if something improves 700 times, that means it's 7 times what it was. So if we had 10 listeners, now we have 70.
Whoa.
If we had 100, we have 700. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what that means.
Okay,
I
great.
think.
You're the math guy here, so
I'm
maybe
really
we
not.
have no idea.
You're better than me and Mel.
It's not.
It's not Mel.
It's not me.
Right.
And our top episode of the year was AI, existential crises, and gender roles.
Maybe
Yeah.
we should return to those 3 topics.
I think it was because that was our first
With
episode
you.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where you guys interviewed me.
Right.
Like, I wasn't even part of the show then. I
No,
was
not
just
till
a
the end.
guest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just a guest. So, okay.
Okay, great.
Anything else for shrink wrap that we can think of? No.
No, I got nothing.
Well, nothing. It was nothing about your kids. You didn't throw anything about that in there.
If I did, I don't remember.
don't recall.
I mean, my kids did like respond to the fact that the podcast was on their list. My daughter said that even though she listens to every single episode, because we only come out every other week, like twice a month, a lot of the podcasts she listens to come out much more than that. So it wasn't a top podcast.
Oh,
I think it was a top podcast for my son Ian.
Yeah.
My son AJ has been listening also
Oh,
to all
okay.
episodes.
Nice.
And he said it wasn't his because he shares a Spotify with somebody.
Oh.
Like if you two shared a Spotify.
Yeah.
And that person listens to Joe Rogan. So we're not going to beat out Joe Rogan.
No.
Like his podcasts are 3 hours long. And
oh wow.
I don't know how many times they come out. I don't listen to him, but yeah. So, but it was second, I think, like
Oh,
or something.
Nice.
So it did make it.
good.
Yeah. Oh, I think my son Ian said he was
Something.
like it was in the 2%
Yeah.
or something.
Oh,
That's what
he
I-
was a top 2%
2% listener to our
that should be a
podcast.
sticker.
That's what I said.
I know.
Oh,
So we were gonna get
Mel's
top,
yeah, we'll make a new
2%.
sticker that's like
top 2%.
maybe we should broaden it because
No, I think. That's
who are
good.
the top 2%?
I think
Like,
one of my friends.
Yeah.
was a top 2%.
Yeah.
I feel like I
So we're gonna have
saw
2 stickers for
Why
maybe
not?
if we broaden it to like
top 5.
yeah. Top
But then, how would we know
5%.
if it's the top 5%?
We'll just give them out.
Yeah, just hand them out.
We'll
Pretend.
make sure those people get them, and then we'll be like, "Do you listen to every episode? Okay, you can have a sticker."
Yeah,
you
there
can have
go.
a sticker.
Right. And I was asked again about our meet and greet.
I was just thinking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said it would happen after the holidays.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
In the
Because
new
you
year.
guys are very busy with your
We are.
holiday prep.
Yeah, I'm so busy.
All right, as far as advertisements go, remember we said we're going to start advertising things we like?
Yes.
So this advertisement, and I showed you guys during, is for, I'm going to say this wrong, but it's Prozimi sourdough, right?
Do we know this person?
ProzYmi sourdough. They have an Instagram page where they make artistic bread. Why are you cracking
You're
up?
doing great. You really sound like the
Like an advertiser.
Like an advertiser.
I know, I'm telling you.
You really do.
But then you're cracking up, and it's like,
because these
do
people
I
don't
sound
even know we're
awful?
doing this. No, I just think
No.
it's funny that it's a
It's great.
surprise.
Yeah, I'm going to promote things I like.
I love it.
She is a super fan.
Oh,
She is.
she
Okay,
is.
she's
Oh,
a super
so she would
fan.
listen.
She has sent questions in. It's Eleni.
Elaine.
Oh,
Yeah.
She has sent questions in.
And she tags
She's a-
us
Yeah,
on
she
Instagram.
okay. I
tags us
thought
in
this was a
things.
random
No,
sourdough
but-
company.
Okay,
Very found
you
that
were
it's-
busy texting your housekeeper while I was showing
the cinnamon.
Mel the
cinnamon
cinnamon
rolls.
rolls,
Oh.
and she makes artistic bread, right?
I
so
really
she
want
has
one.
I know. Definitely going to get some for the holidays. Yeah.
Oh, for
she
our
puts
next
her
episode.
art-
Oh, we
she
need to
puts her
order it.
art
Wait,
into the.
can I-
Do you want to see?
I would like to see. Yeah.
Okay.
Look,
you.
she even maybe she could make one that says like therapist say.
Therapists say bread for the
Yeah.
office. It's sourdough bread. So that's our first like legit advertisement, other than Wawa. I still love Wawa, but they did away with the like the coffee coupon ran out.
Did she make a
and
pumpkin?
now I
She
have to
made a
make one.
pumpkin one.
Yeah, out of bread though.
Yes.
I know.
Wow.
Very
I really-
artistic, very cool. Apparently available here in Broward. I mean Broward or Miami. I'm not sure. Miami and Dade and Broward counties. And at the Greek market, which I've never been to, and I don't know where it is, but
I would love to go to a
Oh my god!
market.
So it's sourdough.
But also, you can just DM her.
buns.
You can just DM her, and she delivers.
What?
Yep.
Maybe
All right.
she'll deliver now. Cinnamon rolls we want.
Yeah. I know. Did you see the picture of the cinnamon rolls? I'm definitely trying the cinnamon rolls.
Look how cute a pumpkin.
All right.
It's adorable.
Good advertisement.
Super.
All right.
Love it.
Next. What are we
Okay.
doing next?
Oh, I
Oh,
thought
it's
you
my
had another
question.
advertisement.
No,
I was like, oh
no
wow.
advertisement.
Get your questions next.
My question is next. So
The question
I
that
already
we know.
gave you, right.
Yeah.
You guys already know.
What if you
The
give us a
question
curveball?
is-
Make a curveball to it.
Oh.
Throw us off.
Well, the way
Good
I put
idea.
it, I do remember how I put it last time, and it was from your own lives or from the lives of your clients.
Mm-hmm.
What is a myth about happiness that resonates, or that you can, like, basically something people thought would make them happy, but it doesn't.
Money.
Last time you went, good question, but okay.
Well, yeah, it's a great question. It was good.
You were
but
like, ooh, good
know,
question.
but
That's
now-
how you reacted.
But we're not like
initial
recreating it. We're trying to be
know,
like
But it, all right.
I'm
organic.
still sad.
I need the positive reinforcement.
Okay, it's
great,
I'm just kidding.
great question.
a great question.
Thank you.
I love the question so much.
Thank you.
Really do. Still sad about
All right. So you yelled out money.
it. Money. Yeah, money.
And I remember my argument towards this now about that. I do think to some degree money does bring happiness, because if you are stressed out to pay your bills, you're not going to be happy.
Okay.
That is-
Podcast over.
well, you haven't said one yet.
I'm joking.
This should have been in your sister-in-law
Yes.
said that we should always make you speak first, you speak second, and me go third, which I don't think comes naturally. But
Right.
and she also said, I don't cut people off as much as people think I do, but
Oh.
that's just how conversations go, which make me believe she probably cuts people off a lot.
Well, she also told me she got agreeableness on her big five, and that you also agreed that she's not agreeable.
That is not my impression of her.
Yeah,
from
no,
the
I think
limited
that's-
amount of
yeah.
right. But let's not just make this.
We're just
about
now
her.
we're gonna have a podcast about Sophia,
right. No.
Your sister-in-law.
my sister.
Okay, so some people may think that money can buy happiness or make them happy, and I don't think that money can make you happy. Now, what you're trying to argue is that if you don't have enough money to get your needs met, then that would make you happy. But that's not the kind of money that I'm talking about. I'm talking about like if your needs are met and you were able to have more money, extra money, that money's not really what makes you happy, is what I think.
Right.
Right.
Do you have a counter argument?
I'm gonna sound super vain. Like I feel like
Okay,
I'm gonna
it's fine.
sound vain and selfish. But no, I agree. Yes. Like more money, more problems also. Sure. I just feel like society also makes us so guilty for wanting things. Like I think it really depends on who you are as a person. It doesn't make you a bad person. Yes, someone could be a really minimalistic person and I'm sure they're a great person. Someone else could also be not, right? Like what's the opposite of not minimalistic?
Well, I think what you're saying is maybe personalities. Like maybe someone's personality is more inclined to materialistic things.
Right. And I think that's always grouped in such a negative like that's a selfish person or a bad person or that person doesn't help others. But I think that's not always true. I think like someone can like nice things and think those even like, because technically I feel like can't we even argue that that could be like a love language, right? Like gifts and
Yeah, it is.
right. So I feel like that's just like my argument of like, no, it's not going to give you long-term happiness.
Well, that's the kind of happiness that I'm talking about. Like, yeah, if I get a nice piece of jewelry, of course I'm going to be happy because I love jewelry.
Right.
But the type of happiness that I think we're talking about is long-term happiness, like the pursuit of happiness.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Is that what your question is? Or is it immediate happiness?
I think the question is geared to however you want to interpret it. But I know with some of my clients, I talk about the difference between pleasure and happiness.
Right.
Right? Like pleasure is more in the moment and happiness is more like a state of being. What I would say about money is there's like contradictory studies. So, but most studies generally seem to indicate the amount of money once your basic needs are met, like both of you pointed out, the amount of money does make you a little happier, but not to the amount you would expect. Right. And then I know one of the best podcasts that I've heard about this is the Happiness Lab. In fact, like this question kind of comes like the whole first couple of seasons and maybe even continuing till now of the Happiness Lab is about myths about happiness, right? So one of them, I think it's like the first or second episode, is the unhappy billionaire. And it talks about how like somebody will have $500 million and they think they'll be happy when they get a billion.
Yeah.
And how we're always like, whenever we get where we wanted to be, we want more, right? It's just kind of how we are. The
and maybe
hedonic treadmill.
That's maybe where I was trying to go with personalities too. Like I do feel like there's certain people who like are just never happy with what they have. They're always searching for something else. I feel like I'm always able to like appreciate the season or the moment that I am. And maybe that's not I've always been that way, but at least in the last 2 years I've really been able to realize I'm in a season and be happy in that moment. There are a lot of people that just can never be happy in whatever, like they're searching for something else always. So I guess like what I was also like arguing with the whole money like can bring you some degree of happiness, like, and it depends on like kind of who you are as a person. Doesn't mean like you're a bad person just because maybe something materialistic did bring you joy. But yeah, there's definitely people that are like, no, it's not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. And then especially those kinds of people, I think money or anything
Right.
really
But
brings
so you think it's like a personality thing? Because I think, I guess the reason I felt you were on track with the journey thing is it's more a state of mind than a personality.
Yeah, maybe not I don't mean exactly personality, but like
I think a lot of us grow up and kind of are programmed that you're always chasing happiness, like the pursuit of happiness, right? Like it's in the Constitution, right? So we're kind of brought up that, you just keep striving toward it rather than you create it, which is what you were saying. Like there's this mindset of creating happiness and realizing, I think the words you used were, this is this season of my life and I need to be happy in this season, right? And then there's I'll be happy when this happens mindset,
right,
which is never going to get there, right? Because once you get there, you're happy for a little while, you know?
Or you're not even able to recognize that you're there.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's common too, that I have like a client sitting in front of me and they're like, oh, I've done nothing in my life, and I'm like, what are you talking about? In the last 6 months that I've known you, you've done A, B, and C. And then they're like, oh, I guess. But they still can't even like really acknowledge it or recognize it.
Yeah, I feel that is a mindset. I feel that is a big inhibitor, I guess, to happiness. Is this like I used to teach, I still teach the class, but only online now. Like they took away the live ones because it was a very low level class and a lot of people are going to community college, taking it there, and then they don't need it when they get to the 4-year school. But happiness was one of the sections of that class. And the example I would always give students is you thought you would be happy when you graduated high school. Right now you're in college. You think you're going to be happy when you graduate college. But it's short-lived. Like that happiness of I got this is very short-lived, because I keep going back to the hedonic treadmill, which is basically we get used to anything pretty quickly, like our brain adapts to it, and then we want the next thing. And that's what I think I said this the last time we recorded, our brains aren't built for happiness. Like we have to change the mindset, because our brains are built to keep us moving forward. Our brains are solving problems of our ancestors, right? So they had to find food and they had to find things and, shelter and mates and so forth. So it kept us moving, right? Where now we're just not going to be happy. You're not just going to find, like, this thing that you're chasing isn't going to make you happy. Right. And I remember last time I used the Jim Carrey quote because I love it. Jim Carrey, the actor. I had Googled it, but I'm going to butcher it a little bit without looking at my phone. It's basically, I hope everyone gets famous and gets rich and gets everything they want so they can see that's not the answer.
Right.
Like I butchered it a little bit, I'm sure, but the point is, you, like you said, you create happiness. Those little memes all the time, like a little guy carrying a jar and it's happiness, and another person says, oh, where'd you get that? And he's like, I made it. Right, like I made
I'm thinking about the last time we recorded this, and I'm still annoyed about that, but I feel like I'm kind of changing a little bit about what I said last time when I mentioned that I wanted to grow up. I remember always wanting to be a grown up. Like I hated being a kid. I wanted my independence, and I remember wanting to drive, and I wanted to go to high school, and I wanted to go to college, and I wanted to finish college, and I needed a better boyfriend so I could get married and have kids, and then I would be happy once I had a family. Like that was like, since I could remember, I was probably 10 years old, and that was like my ultimate goal, was to have a family and have a career, and I would be happy. And so now that I'm thinking about it, I guess it would have been nice to be in the moment, but what 10-year-old is like really in the moment?
Right. Or 15-year-old.
Right. Or 15, 16, 17-year-old. So I guess maybe that's not so realistic. Where happiness lies for me has always been purpose and feeling like I had a purpose, and that came with my career and having a family. So I guess for me, that's happiness. Is purpose. Yeah. Right.
Excellent.
Yeah. And I just thought of that.
That was gonna be my follow-up question. I mean, I don't think we've covered all the myths yet.
We have not.
Right? But, and I don't think we, even in a podcast, we would cover all the myths, but maybe there's a couple more we want to head on. But the second part of the question that I was going to ask is, like, what are you doing? Like, how do you create your happiness? Like, Liz, you said, you're happy in this season of your life. So how do you do that? Like if you were talking to a client in a similar situation, right?
I think, and I really do think I'm doing that with the help of Eddie too, because what does make me happy is doing things with my family, for my kids. And it's a lot of things that do take effort, that it is easier to kind of just maybe hang out at home or not. I think I had a good childhood, and I want so much for my children to feel that way. Like we went to Disney 2 weekends in a row, and everybody was like, oh my God, you're so ridiculous. Why would you do that? And it was so worth it. It was just the four of us. Like we had gone the weekend before, the day before, or the day after Thanksgiving. We went again, and Grayson, he's 3.5 years old. He was so happy. He kept telling me like, "Mommy, I love you," and he's like, more rides, and like you know, it was a few days ago, but I just was like, oh my God, like I'm so happy that I get to do this for my kids. And I guess that's why I'm kind of like on the whole money thing too, because like, yeah, I'm in the position that I can go to Disney 2 weekends in a row. And I know not everybody is in that kind of position. And I am very grateful. And I don't feel bad that I'm able to give my kids that. And you know,
makes sense.
like I think I was so happy this weekend, and some people can argue like, oh, he won't remember. Maybe he won't, but it's, you know, it's also for me and my family, and at least if he doesn't remember, hopefully his nervous system does. Like, you know, and hopefully it's something I will still be able to do in 10 years or however long. So I guess I appreciate money is maybe where I'm going to go back to this episode being about money. Can money buy you happiness? I guess I appreciate it. I appreciate that that I'm in this position, that I've worked hard to be here, and that, yeah, it does give me a life where I can make those kind of memories with my kids. And it doesn't have to be Disney, right? It can be like other things, but that's just like one specifically that doing these things for my kids and as a family, like truly makes me so happy.
Right.
What I just thought of was that at the root of it, your relationship with your husband right now and your kids is really the root of the happiness.
Oh, absolutely. No, I'm just saying like the money helps us in this situation. It's not what makes me happy. It's not the money. It's
because let's say like you and Eddie absolutely hated each other and you go to Disney with your kids.
No, it would not be a joyful experience.
And you still had the same amount of money. It wouldn't be joyful.
Right.
So, but I do get it from your point. I'm just being like
I know. I feel like you guys are really instigating on me today. Both of you.
Why am I getting thrown in the... I don't feel I've been instigating at all.
No, he hasn't.
No?
I think it's more me.
It's just you. I don't know. I guess I'm trying to be really honest about the whole, like...
Oh, I get it.
The whole money.
I think it's a great point.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be honest about the whole money thing.
For sure. Like, I think you put it really clearly, right? Like, you have the ability to go to Disney. I think Mel's point is also valid that you could have done that at a park, right? Like, free. Like, if you're present with your children and you're making them happy, like the real root
is my children and husband.
It's not Disney.
Yeah.
I said to somebody recently, like in the last week, you could live in Disney and you would not be happy at some point because we acclimate to it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
No,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah. So I don't think it's necessarily the place as much as it's you were bringing joy to your kids, which I think is another really positive thing about happiness. Like a lot of times we see happiness as selfish. Like, I'm going to do this to make me happy, right? Where often studies indicate we're much happier when we do things for other people. In this case, your kids. Like, it brought you so much joy. I know when I'm with my kids, that's probably the happiest I am. But like studies indicate that if we gave you $20, our impulse is to spend it on ourselves. But if you spent that $20 on someone else, the people that do it in experiments are actually happier.
Yeah, and that makes
like
a
that
lot
brought
of sense.
them more happiness, making someone else happy, than themselves. And I think that's part of it. I think also, if I'm like summing this up, your purpose, like right now, Mel said purpose, and you love being a mom. You know what I mean? Like that's a big part of your purpose.
I would like to mention, like Mel saying, her whole life that was like her goal. I always knew like I wanted kids. I always knew I wanted to get married, but I kind of, maybe it's because I'm the youngest in birth order and all that stuff. Throw back to other episodes. I think I was more afraid to be a mom and to be like a wife and a grown up than Mel was. Like I feel like now that I'm a mom, I'm like, oh my God, this is what I was meant to do, but I don't think I ever felt that way younger.
So what was your pursuit to happiness growing up, would you say?
I think catching up to my brother and sister in a way. I think I remember specifically thinking, because you think 20 is so old when you're 9. I think I remember being like, when I'm 20, Mel will be 27 and Tito will be 25 and we'll all be in our 20s. And I think I remember like just wanting to feel like caught up to them is like what I wanted.
And now you are.
And now I am.
So that makes sense.
I don't know. It was depressing me for a minute.
Oh.
It sounded so sad.
What was your pursuit of happiness, Barry?
Drugs.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question.
Why?
What, when I was a kid?
Well, like something that you thought like, oh, when I get to this point, I'm going to be happy.
I think we thought all, like, I think that what you guys are describing is pretty normal. Like, especially what you said. Like, oh, I can't wait to drive. Now we hate driving. I mean,
Right.
I don't.
I hate
I
driving.
still love driving.
No, I hate it.
I still love driving.
Very bad driver.
But I mean, people do complain about the drive all the
Yeah.
time, right? So we couldn't wait to, and then
We
we're
hate
not
it,
happy
yeah.
with it anymore. I don't really remember when I was a teen or a kid, like thinking I'll be happy when. Like, I think when I was a kid, I felt like I was happy then. And then in my teenage years, I was miserable. And I don't remember what I thought would make me happy, honestly. But I think I fell into those traps of, like, my students, a lot of times when we discussed happiness in that live class, they would say things like, kind of like what you said, like, when I'm married, right? When I have kids, when I have a house, then I'll be happy.
Right.
And I'm like, I used to use this example because I used to run this group a long time ago. And everybody in the group was middle-aged or older. And I'm teaching college at the same time. And the group of middle-aged or older people were like, the best time of my life was college. That was like the time I look back on is like the best time of my life. And the people in college are like, I'll be happy when I get to them. And I'm like, oh, there's a real disparity here, right? Like, you college guys, you know, you guys in college think you're going to be happy when you have what they have. And they're looking back saying, this was the time you're in right now was the happiest time of their life. Like, it's all downhill kind of, right? If you kind of consider that the peak, which I disagree with, and I think that is a myth. I think the happiest time of your life is like what Liz said. It's whatever season I'm in, I can make it the happiest time of my life.
Right.
Yeah, because if I think, and it wasn't that long ago, back to college, I wouldn't compare that as the happiest time in my life. I had a great time though. Like, yes, I had so much fun. I was going out, doing different things. Like, but now I don't want to go to a bar. That doesn't sound like fun. But
No.
also maybe other 30-year-olds would be like, oh, I can't wait to go to a bar and drop off my kids. I don't know. I'd rather go anywhere else.
Disney, 2 weekends in a row.
Yeah, with my, but like, that's not to say that like I don't do things without my kids. Like with Eddie, we do and we try to, but like that's not going to be our choice, is to go to some bar. Like, you know, maybe we'll go to Cine Bistro.
Cine Bistro.
We'll watch a movie.
Right. Well, there's one right on
Right.
595 that has big cushions, like seats, dine in.
Yeah.
Like you can get
Cool.
a box and dine in. I don't ever do the dine in thing, but
It's
when I
fun.
go to a movie, I like the reclining seats.
Yeah, me too.
The big
Clearly have not been to the movie
Eddie
theater
one
in a
time
while.
made me go to see a movie in IMAX, and that theater didn't have reclining seats, and it was miserable.
Yeah, we acclimate to everything. Like, going to the
Right.
movies used to be a great thing. Now the seats are like,
Oh,
it doesn't recline.
I'd
Like,
not-
fuck this.
Oh, I was like miserable. I was so mad. It was to see Top Gun. We're being pissed.
We really got off topic. You were saying, oh,
Anyways,
You'd rather
college
go
was
to
a
Disney.
was a great time, but I probably wouldn't name it like the best time of my life.
right.
I think for me, college was also really figuring out my life. Like, what am I going to do? I think that's probably the time in my life I was the most uncertain with myself, because I'm like, am I going to go to grad school? Am I going to do this? Like, I think for me, college was
Anxiety
right.
producing.
Yeah.
Like, you were worried about like,
My
what am-
future. Yeah.
You had some existential angst.
For
we
sure.
call it.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
I didn't have fun in college.
You did not?
No. God, no. No.
God, no.
No. I was like, I need to get in and get out. Like,
Yeah,
this
she
is-
did.
I just got to get my degree and then I'll be happy.
Oh,
Yeah. No.
okay.
Yeah.
I was an adult when I went to college. I had kids.
So it was different.
I wasn't having the college experience, but
Yeah.
I did like. I enjoy learning. Like I like the college atmosphere.
Right.
I'm teaching a new class in the spring semester called psychotherapy, which we've all taken, of course. But I'm teaching it at the undergrad level, and it's the first time I've ever taught it. I'm super excited. I've been reading the book and highlighting, and I'm like, oh, I did. Like, of course, I'm picking theories I already know
Right.
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
well, but also I'm learning new things, and like I'm thinking about like what I'm gonna do with the students to help them learn. I like learning.
I took it at
Yeah.
FIU. I took it at the undergrad level.
Oh,
It
yeah?
was a lady who taught the class.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
I don't
know anybody
can't
there.
tell you her name.
I don't know my neighbor's name that talks
I
to me
know.
14
I wasn't
times.
expecting that. I don't
Right.
remember. It was.
You're asking, like,
it was a
some,
nice lady.
some woman that teaches psychotherapy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
No
it's
idea.
good in undergrad.
I remember being excited because she was like an LMHC, so it was like fun to see like what my future would possibly
Right.
look like
Cool.
learning from her.
I'm excited about teaching.
That is exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So-
And I've read almost I have like 2 more chapters to highlight, and then
It's
I'll
next
be ready.
semester
Yeah, in January, whatever 5th
when it starts.
semester starts. Yeah, I've been putting the course together. I've been working hard. Anyhow, we were talking about
Happiness.
college and learning, and you did not like it. You did love it, but you also had existential angst. I was already like a father of 3 when I was going to college, so I just remember liking learning, but I wasn't having the college experience. I wasn't going to bars.
No, I had the college experience.
Yeah, you
for
definitely did.
I definitely did.
No, I would go visit my friends that lived in FSU and UF, and we'd have fun like when we would go. But my personal college experience of going to college and doing classes did not involve
Right.
heavy.
I feel
partying.
like some of our listeners are college students,
A lot
right?
of them, I
Like,
think.
because I make my students listen, right? Or I
That's
don't make them. but
why
I
we're like
encourage
in the
it.
top
Encourage.
20%
Yeah, no.
because of your students.
Yeah, but we're kind of giving the impression. I feel you guys are giving the impression that happiness does start when you get married and have kids.
Maybe for us it did.
Well, I think because it depends on your purpose.
Right. But we also, as therapists, we know very unhappy people that are married with kids, right? Right.
Yes.
Like you
Very
made the
much
point, it's
so.
her relationship with
But-
Eddie and her relationship with her kids that makes it, you know, a source of happiness.
I will say, I think it's important too to like highlight that, because even being like a new mom or even on like social media, like you would say like, oh God, kids are going to be so horrible for your marriage, or kids test your marriage. I feel like that's like something people hear a lot.
I say it.
Okay, you say it. Which is true
But-
to some degree, but I do feel
No, you're right.
can't
No, no,
finish
no.
my sentence with you guys. I feel, yes, that can happen, but that doesn't mean like, you know, you have kids and that's it. Like your life is over. People's like, oh, wait to have or travel first before you have kids. Like, I didn't have money to travel before I had kids. Sure, people could argue. I mean, I don't think I got married young, but to today's standards,
Impression.
I'm saying-
is Eddie is like a fortune baby, and he provides
He's your
you.
sugar daddy.
Yeah.
Daddy.
I mean, just because he's like 60. I mean,
60.
I guess that's what happens when you marry like much older.
yeah. Sugar daddy.
Eddie's younger than me.
I know. We all know that. The
But
listener does it.
still, but
Right.
Eddie's younger.
That's why it was a joke.
Oh, it
I'm
was a
sorry.
joke. No, what I meant is I was so early in my career
Right.
when I got married. Now I'm much more established,
Right.
and I have money to travel, and I didn't before I had kids.
Right.
So what I meant by that is I feel like a lot of times people try to scare you about like getting married and having kids, that your life is going to be so different. And sure, it is, but that doesn't mean it's going to always be negative. Just, you know, pick your partner well. Try try your best.
You mean one with money?
No. I know. Yeah, I mean,
Right.
it does.
I mean, I would like to think we're kind of, I don't know where
We
we're
are
going.
off on another
I mean,
planet.
at least we're not in
No.
death. Last time we tried to talk about this, somehow it turned.
Death came up.
You don't remember?
It was basically a podcast
It
about
was
death.
a podcast about death and how me and Mel talked about the twin sisters that both decided to get euthanized together. And then we were fighting over who got to die first.
Because I brought up my grandma.
Oh God.
And death.
Oh, your
loss.
grandma. I remember that.
I know.
All right, but we didn't go
That's
there.
so sad. Your grandma is so unhappy.
Okay, I guess we have to. Okay, so let's talk about another myth. Let's move away from money now. One of the myths that I brought up last time was that some people feel like when they lose a loved one, they can't be happy.
And your grandma is evidence of
And
this.
my
as I
grandma
recall.
is evidence of that.
Right.
She wore black
For a year.
for
I
year and one
respect
day.
the hell out of that. I still do.
She threw away all the day after the day she came home from the hospital after he had died. She came home and threw away all of his clothes and threw away every article of clothing that was pink, red, a color, anything that had color. She
Right.
threw away. Mel got married like about 4 months ish after our grandpa died. And she wore black to Mel's wedding. And my mom
I respect the hell out
was
of
really
that.
upset about that.
I respect
My
it.
mom made her wear like white pants. I like vividly remember, and she was so mad to wear white pants
yeah.
with a black shirt.
I wouldn't have done it. I would have been like all black. I do see that. Like I've seen that in clients where, they had a kid, they got divorced, and the mom like devotes herself to raising the kid and doesn't date or doesn't do anything. And I'm like, wow, like,
Yep,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
That's mind blowing to me.
I agree.
But I have seen it happen where some people do have that. Like, I guess I can't be happy now. Like, my relationship ended. Your grandma, obviously, he died. Like, there's a comedian that says the best we can hope for when we meet the love of our life, right, is that we stay together until one of us dies.
Right.
Like, which still sounds
Awful.
right? I do think relationships play a big part in happiness.
Right.
I
I
think-
think that's the point that I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think.
Of course you agree.
Right. It's not just romantic relationships. I want to be clear, right? Like, I would like to think, I don't know what's going on with your grandma. And it does
Depression?
make me, yeah. I mean,
Major
was she
depressive
depressed?
disorder?
Was she depressed
Yes.
before your
I think
grandfather
her
died?
whole life, really, she struggled with
Okay.
depression.
All right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe that's something she could address, right? If she chose to, but she doesn't seem to
She would
choose
never.
to. Relationships are important. I think partner relationships are, of course, maybe the most important, but also friendships.
Yes.
Studies indicate that even micro interactions, they call it, like you going to Starbucks and interacting with the barista. Even those boost happiness. But I know
sometimes the baristas aren't happy, and then I get in a bad mood.
Okay. No, I mean, I hear you. I don't know what to say. Like, part of me is like, they're supposed to fake it,
And
right?
they don't.
They
They
should.
should.
Right? Like,
But don't you
their
feel
customer service. they
Yeah.
should
There used
probably
to
be faking
there
it.
used to be like a manager there that would scream at her employees at
yeah.
Starbucks.
She
So
was
I would like walk in there like scared.
She was so mean.
It was me.
She was mean.
This is why I prefer Wawa.
And she would yell at people if they left like napkins on the table. She'd be like, "Hey, pick that up, clean that up, throw it away." She was so mean.
Right.
Yeah, I don't understand the business aspect of all this. Like, if I was the boss of whatever this was, I would want the people that are public facing to be happy.
They looked miserable. They
Right.
would like look so sad.
And I wouldn't want the manager yelling at the customers and the employees. But all right, I don't know what we're doing here. Micro interactions are supposed to help you be happy, but apparently that's a myth.
myth.
No, it's not
No,
a myth.
it's not a myth.
No, it's 100% studied
It's a study.
and shown but you guys are making it sound like a myth, and I don't know how to recover from that. So, and also, I don't follow the advice.
Okay, wait.
I do self-checkout at Publix. I do self-checkout at Target.
Of course
I
you
don't
do.
want to interact with any of those people.
Those people.
Look, here's what I mean by those people. I mean people that are being paid to fake being happy to interact with me.
So maybe you should go to our Starbucks because they don't fake it.
Right. I should. Except I don't go to Starbucks.
That's true. Wait, maybe the study is positive micro interactions.
Yes,
Okay.
it definitely is
There you go.
positive micro interaction.
Okay.
But at Publix, like I have a bunch of students that have worked at Publix. We are so
Yeah.
off track. And they tell me how miserable they are, but when you go in Publix, they always act happy. Like,
So are
I
they
will
You know where
literally
else
happy?
they
I-
always act happy?
I will literally be walking.
Disney World.
Oh, I was
I-
going to say Wawa.
I will no. Wawa's kind of ghetto. When I walk down an aisle at Publix, they're like, "How you doing? You need anything?" Like they're always
That's
so
true.
friendly,
That's true.
and I don't like. I know they're being fake to some extent, or a lot of them are, because
But
that's
are
what
they?
they have to do.
Maybe they
So then
have
I don't want to interact. I don't want to interact. I don't want to make you fake being happy.
But maybe they're not
I don't wanna do
faking
that.
it.
But maybe they're not faking it because even this weekend while I was in Disney, I thought our
Disney World.
sponsor me. I thought our server was trying. Yes, he was really trying to be happy, and I appreciated it. I was like, yes, fake it. Fake being happy on serving your 13th
Yeah, because-
table with
Right.
toddlers.
You're gonna get better tips that way. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you tip at Disney?
Yes, I do.
I don't know if that's allowed. Like, I don't go to Disney.
I mean, like I was
first
at a
of all.
restaurant,
Like on
so
the-
like on the bill.
I mean, I don't seem like a Disney person.
You
to
don't.
guys.
Have you been? When's the last time you went to Disney? I
I
feel like
don't-
never.
Oh, I've definitely been.
When you had small kids.
Yeah, when my kids
yours
were
small.
smaller. Right. I'm not going to go as a grown up.
No, I mean, yeah, that's
have no
weird. Go
interest
with my
in that.
kids.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think we would be running into Barry in
At Disney.
Could you imagine?
No, actually.
Barry, like, I think I would be like, "Are you okay? Like, are you
Right.
lost?
Yeah. I'm having dementia.
Are you?
If I'm
are
at
you-
Disney, it's probably dementia.
Are you
Like I'm
having
looking
like a?
for my kids because I lost track of time. All right.
Like a
Any other myths about
Steve.
happiness?
I remember that I wrote
Your
some
poor
down.
grandma.
oh God,
You really want to make this about death again, don't you?
I don't.
can't help it.
We've already talked. We have talked about that. Like all my kids have that tattoo
Yeah.
Yes.
about remembering death
Yes.
because that represents me to them. Yeah,
Oh.
I think. Like I sent you a meditation yesterday on death,
You know,
and you
and-
were like, "No, thank you."
Literally.
You're the one that said you're reading. Like this just. It's not like I'm just sending death meditations to people.
Barry's
Okay.
just texting me death
No,
meditation.
you literally said in our group chat that you were trying to confront your death anxiety by reading murder books. So I sent you a meditation which is much more positive and focused
I mean,
on overcoming your death
I
anxiety.
think where it went downhill for her was when you said something about the like visualizing yourself as a
I
rotting
said that
corpse.
one. This one wasn't that. That's what I said. I said
I thought that
this
was the
one's-
one.
No, I
I
said
was
this
like,
one's pretty like light. You're not imagining your decaying
Thinking about
corpse.
that gives me perpetuating anxiety.
Okay.
To sit
well,
and
that's
meditate about.
That's our. Your question is next, but when we get back around to me, it's going to be how have you contemplated your death?
Oh God.
That's going to be my next question. No,
I hope you
can't.
forget
It's-
that.
Well,
Oh God, why would you do? Why?
Wow.
Why?
Wow. That was such a jab, though.
That was-
she's like
it didn't
making, she's like making fun of my memory lapses. No, that was outstanding. I love it.
do that.
I love it.
Do
I
you?
can't. I do love it. Like she took a jab. It's funny.
I didn't even mean to.
I love that, but also we're sticking to a theme.
To the
and
myths.
I would have to figure out a way to
You're
work
so
it into the
disciplined.
theme. I would have to figure out a way to work
He
it
is
into the
disciplined.
theme.
That was one of his
I'm
things.
I'm pretty disciplined.
I didn't write it down.
I know last time you talked about mindfulness because
I know, but I was
like,
gonna let you have it.
Oh, but I was like, I was so happy that's like you're much more mindful.
Yeah.
When did that happen for you? I guess
Like
when
being
did
more
you-
in the moment.
Yeah. When did you decide this is one of the paths to happiness for me?
That's a great question. Let's see. I think, I remember. So when I was 19, and I worked at Palmetto General Hospital.
She did.
I did. And I was the NICU secretary. There was like this little trend going around where there was like these little necklaces that had like a little silver charm on a string. You were supposed to make a wish and put on the necklace. And once the necklace fell off or the string broke, then your wish was going to come true. So a bunch of the nurse had gotten them, and I think my aunt bought one for me. So I made a wish and I put it on. And the neonatologist that worked in the unit asked me like, "Oh, Melissa, what wish did you make?"
Which I feel like that's not wish etiquette. You're not supposed to tell someone your wish, but whatever. I'm sorry. Continue.
No, I agree.
She broke
Good
wish
point.
etiquette. And I felt like I had to tell her. I guess I could have lied or whatever. But so I told her, and I was like, "Oh, I wished for happiness." And I was very proud of my wish. And she was like, "Oh no." She's like, "Why would you wish for happiness?" She's like, "You can't wish for happiness. Like, you are in control of your own happiness." And she basically told me I can't wish for happiness. And I was like, "Oh God, okay. Well, I guess I'll change my wish." And I don't know what I changed it to, but it always stuck with me. Even to, I guess it always stuck with her too, because years later, like I think I was already married with kids. Years later, she posted on Facebook the story. Like she was like, "This one time,
This young girl,
This
young secretary.
this young girl said that she wished for happiness, and I told her you can't wish for." Like she did a whole story about it on Facebook.
And Mel was like, "That was me."
Yeah, I responded and be like, "Hey, yeah, thanks, that was me." But I think at that point it made me aware of happiness and how maybe being more in the moment and finding the little joys and things that make you happy in the moment is really what she was talking about and what we're really looking for, and not so much the pursuit of happiness. And at the time I had a boyfriend had broken up with me. And so I was like all sad about that. So I think that's why I was like, I wish for happiness, which I guess really meant I wish for a better boyfriend. So maybe that's what I changed my wish to.
Probably.
Okay. So we've covered a bunch of mess, right? I'm, because you said you were going to leave it for me, that mindfulness is like my thing. Like
The evangelist of mindfulness.
evangelist for mindfulness.
Yeah.
I honestly believe
You
it's
should make your own religion.
saved me. It comes from other religions, so I don't know. I think we all create our own religions.
Right.
Anyhow.
That's
That's another podcast.
that is.
Okay. Yeah. Fine.
Yeah.
Fair.
Like how you take your religion, you just pick and choose what fits you best.
Yeah.
That's
I agree.
I think we all do that. But
Yep.
but mindfulness, that changed my life. Like mindfulness changed my life. Yeah. Very into it therapeutically. Like as a therapist, it's a
Yes.
big part of my approach. Yeah. But what I was going to ask as the follow-up is, what are you guys doing that helps you maintain your happiness? Like what are like the ingredients of your happiness?
I think what I said, like I really enjoy the seasons of life that I'm in, and I guess I'm
But
mindful.
what is it about? Like what are you doing
Pick
on
three.
a regular basis? No, what are you doing? Like what is part of your routine? I'm sorry, Mel. I was like, no, no, don't let her off the hook. Not pick three. What's part of your routine?
Right, top 3.
You can't just be like, it's the season of my life that I'm happy.
I think I appreciate many things and little things too. I think like it's the little things in between, like Eddie putting the kids in the car like before I go to work so that I don't have to fight with Grayson, putting him in his car seat. I think like it's like those little things. Like I think
Your relationship.
I'm sorry, I have this image of Eddie just grabbing Grayson and being like, in the car seat.
Lizzie's
So
like,
that you
I'm
don't have to
just
deal
so
with-
happy.
I don't have to deal with that. He's so hard to get in. He's just muscling him into the car seat.
It's actually more violent than Grayson. No, Grayson's fine. You just walk him to the car seat.
I think what you're trying to say is that you're in a really good place in your marriage,
yeah.
and that brings you
joy.
But again, that
happiness.
sounds external. Like we're talking about she
What I
creates
do?
her happiness.
Okay.
Right. If I say I'm just in a really good position in my life right now, like my partner's great and my kids, I love my kids, like that makes it sound external. I want to know, like our argument here, I hope, my argument, I thought you guys were on the same team, is that we're creating happiness.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So what are you doing to create it?
Well, I think
I love that you said this, like you're kind of savoring the little things.
Yeah.
Like you're appreciating the little things. So yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Yes. I think I'm savoring the little things. I think I'm working on myself. I think I've never been a stranger to therapy, but this is probably the most consistent I've been in therapy. Like I'll go for like a year and then I'll stop, and then kind of depends what season of my life I'm in. But I think I have really taken a point to like get to know myself, like go to therapy consistently. Like even us as therapists, we can make a million excuses of like, oh, I'm too busy. But no, I think I've really made it a point that that's going to be a time for myself to figure out whatever I need to figure out. And in turn, I've been able to show up better too in my own relationships and show up as a better wife, sister, daughter, mom, I think. So those are the little things that I'm doing too. I know I've given Eddie a lot of credit this episode, but I do think I've done a lot of work on myself to get myself there.
Excellent. Your turn, Mo.
I don't want to go next.
Why? Are you just going to agree with me?
Yeah, 'cause there was a few things that were good, I guess. Okay, fine. Wait, I need more time.
Well, one of the things I liked that Liz said was savoring, right? Like I really try to savor, like when I have a cup of coffee, like you ever look forward to something and then you're mindlessly eating or mindlessly drinking and you're like, holy shit, I ate my lunch or drank and I don't even remember doing it, right? So savoring is the opposite of that, right? It's like, I'm only going to focus on this. Right? Like this thing. I think another thing I would take away from what you said is gratitude. Like you appreciating the little things. Like I think gratitude is
You see? All the good things.
Yeah, I feel like
You said too many things. That's why I wanted.
Right.
3 things. Top 3.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Well, yes, gratitude.
Because I was like, no.
Now I ran out of things.
She didn't say that many things, though. But what are you doing? You're like, come on, Mel. I know you're doing things.
Doing things. Okay. Part of my purpose that brings me joy and happiness is my career and fostering a positive environment at work. I really enjoy my career. I love what I do. I love helping people that are struggling in their relationships. I love mentoring and supervising therapists. I love what I'm doing with my sister, the bond that we have with our practice, this podcast, like it just brings me so much joy, like doing this with the two of you. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, for me, my happiness lies a lot in the relationships that I build. And I'm someone who has a lot of friends. I have so many friends from high school still that I talk to regularly. I make new friends with the Broward Mental Health Counselors Association, the Florida Mental Health Counselors Association. Fostering those relationships and really working hard to make someone else feel special is like a big part of it for me. And then my relationships with my family, with my husband, I feel like me and my husband have worked really hard in strengthening our relationship and our marriage and improving ourselves and working on ourselves for each other and for our kids. And we're in a really good place with that. So that brings me a lot of joy and happiness, and the mom that I am to my kids, the daughter, sister that I am, like, I really feel like relationships is the core of my happiness.
And I know we spent I don't know how much time on relationships, and I don't think the importance of that can be overemphasized. Maslow says most people come to therapy because of relationships. And then I mentioned I've been reading the psychotherapy textbook, and there's choice theory or reality therapy. It's like choice theory / reality therapy, because they're basically the same thing. Is that relationships are the reason people are in therapy, right?
Yeah.
And I think that can't be understated. Like
Right.
the last Surgeon General, maybe not. I know during, I think Obama's presidency, he was the Surgeon General, and his big thing was loneliness. I've heard him on a bunch of podcasts. I know
Yeah.
he's not the Surgeon General anymore. I don't follow politics. I don't know when he was the Surgeon General. I don't really care. But his big thing was loneliness, and he does all these podcasts about how loneliness is an epidemic.
Yeah.
Right. And, you know, and I think that's a whole different thing with like social media and not talking to the barista,
Right.
like ordering on your phone. You know, there's a whole one of the Happiness Lab episodes is all about that, about how we seek loneliness, thinking that, or seek isolation, believing that'll make us happier. And we're actually happier when we interact with people.
And that reminds me of COVID with the isolation. Mental health increased
Right.
by, I can't tell you the exact
Right.
percentage, but it sure as heck is
Yeah,
out there.
mental illness, actually.
Yeah.
Like mental illness,
Right.
not mental health.
No, not mental.
Right, mental health issues.
Even though mental health.
You were saying mental health issues.
Yeah, mental health issues. We started Full Circle Therapy May of 2020 because of the mental health crisis that was going
Right.
on during COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure, people were having a really tough time with that. And I think it had lasting impact
Absolutely.
on the younger people that didn't go to school for 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
Or however long it was, right?
Yeah. How about you?
What do I do for happiness?
Yes.
Oh, thank you for asking. I think I do a lot of things. I know something you started recently, because we've talked about it a little bit, is exercise.
Yes.
Like I am 100% in on exercise. Like I exercise regularly. I believe, you know, a lot of people would benefit. I think studies indicate exercise is as effective as antidepressants.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Lots of studies
Yeah.
that say exercise is really good for mental health. I also, like Liz said, I try to have gratitude. Like I do I don't know, something on my phone asks me for my state of mind a couple times a day.
Yeah.
And it asks you like what's contributing to it and like what are the feelings you're experiencing. And I try to always click gratitude. Like I try to always have gratitude. Like I have I call it a charmed life like you. I'm doing what I love, or both of you, right? I'm doing what I love. I love teaching. I love doing therapy. You know, I can't think of like in the old man book my kids got me where I was answering questions.
Oh, that was so nice.
Yeah. I can't even imagine doing anything else at this point, you know? Like I can't imagine anything else making me happy. Like I think my career contributes to my happiness. Unlike you guys, I'm not rich. I don't have housekeepers. I can't go to Disney every weekend, but not that I would want to. But I have enough money. Like my bills are paid. Like I pay my bills, so
Good
I
thing.
think
Your needs are being met.
yeah.
Good thing.
I think I try to. I think mindfulness is a big thing. I think savoring is a big thing. Like I love when I have a cup of iced coffee, I love that. Or if I have a cup of hot coffee, or I choose to eat what I want to eat most of the time because I'm a grown up and I can do what I want. So I eat things I enjoy. I try to savor things. What else? I think relationships is a harder one for me because my kids all live, like, except my one son. I had dinner with my son last night. We do that like almost every weekend. So I see him and I think we have a good relationship. But my other kids, you know, 2 live in North Carolina, 1 in Spain. So I don't see them as often, but I think we all have a really good relationship. Yeah, I think relationships are probably an area I need improvement on. Like there's a guy I work out with and I hang out with sometimes at the gym, but I'm not like trying to make friends, you know? I feel like we have a good relationship
too.
on here, on this podcast.
Just here.
Yeah.
We're like emphasizing that you're like here.
Yeah, we have to fake it, you know? Like it's part of the business.
Jesus Christ.
Is faking liking each other so that we can I'm
I
just
can't
kidding.
with
I'm
you.
kidding.
I know you're kidding.
All right. I'm just trying to wrap it up.
All right, guys.
That's it? Oh, you're going to wrap it up
I
right
don't
now?
know.
Oh, we've been out here for like an hour and a half.
Have we?
Yeah.
We started,
An hour and
11,
24 minutes.
an hour and what?
Oh.
24.
Oh, all right. So I guess we're done.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
How do we sign off?
And that's a wrap on this episode of Therapist Say. I'm your host, Mel.
I'm your other host, Liz.
I'm the co-host, Barry.
The end.
The end.
That was such an abrupt ending.
that's why.
Holy
That's
shit!
where you were going with it.
No.
I did say.
Should
I
we
was
go
trying to
back?
wrap
No, we're
things
back.
up. I said I was trying to wrap things
I
up.
feel
but
like it ended abruptly.
It's fine.
She was like, "Time to go. I got to go to Disney. I'm going to Disney again."
No,
today."
we're going back.
We're going back.
What is up with
It was so abrupt. He was like, "Oh, we're just faking it here," and you're like, "All right, that's a wrap. Bye." No, we are friends. I was actually
came
gonna say,
back.
remember the time we asked Barry if we were friends, and he was like, I don't hang out with you."
No, we didn't ask him that. He told us, he started explaining to us what a friend was. And
Right.
we had a separate conversation like, oh, Barry doesn't think we're friends because he doesn't hang out with us. So actually that was a me and you conversation.
No, it
No.
kind of came up.
No, Mel. That was a
I think where you're putting me in it is because I read somewhere that a friend is someone you do things outside, like you do multiple things
Yeah.
with.
and
Right.
we discussed that. So then
Right.
we came to the conclusion that Barry doesn't consider us his friend, and we had an existential crisis about it privately, but now everybody knows that.
Okay. Well, there's different types of relationships.
Right.
Different kinds of friends.
And friendships.
Right.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, are we done now?
Ask Mel because she didn't appreciate.
It was
Well, I do
the wrap
feel
up.
I feel like, I feel like we ended pretty abruptly. So we're coming back to like wrap it up, right?
Yes.
So relationships are hugely important,
Yes.
savoring, gratitude, exercise, I think we didn't
Right.
spend enough time on probably.
Exercise.
Do you guys feel this episode was better or worse than or equal to the other?
Better because we didn't spend 3 hours talking about
I'm still
Death.
mourning the other episode.
literally.
Okay.
I don't know.
But you feel this one came out better.
I mean, I think we did a good job at just letting it flow and not being so like, oh, we have to talk about this because we talked about it last time.
Right. And I'm sure there's things that were in the other one
Right.
that if we could hear it, we would be like, damn,
I know.
that was good and we didn't include it
Exactly.
this time. But I feel we joked more in this one.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like
Yeah.
On Liz, mostly.
poor Liz. And now Liz is like, okay, now it's over again.
Well, I can't
Liz
say that.
Liz really wants this to
I
end.
can't say
It's like
that.
torture that we're still going to her.
A little bit.
Is it? Do you have somewhere to
thought-
be?
Why aren't
No.
why aren't you just enjoying the moment?
You guys have been picking on me for an hour.
Oh my goodness, have we?
She
haven't.
has. And you. Both of you.
I didn't pick on you.
All right. I guess we should end. I hope this episode makes our listeners happy.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I
Like increases their happiness a little bit. You know, one thing, you know what? I
What?
did forget this. I don't know if I said it in the last one, but when you were talking, I think when someone was talking, I was like, oh, the pillars. Like one of my things in therapy that I got from a therapist, like, I don't know, 20 some years ago, she was my therapist, and she talked about my pillars, like my things that hold up the structure of my life, right? And like for me, exercise is a pillar, meditating is a pillar, reading is a pillar, work, like these things like help my happiness,
Yeah.
right? Like jogging at the beach, like that's one of my favorite things, even though I hate jogging. Like I like being there and like nature, I guess. So those kind of things. And like, do you guys have your pillars? Like, what are your pillars? I ask my clients all the time, especially if they're depressed, like, what are the kind of things that you can add into your life to make you happier?
Yeah. Mine are my career, fostering relationships. I do really love reading, but I'm a slow reader.
She's
It takes
such a
me a
slow
long
reader.
time. I do like reading. I like learning. I think like learning
Yeah.
new things and
It doesn't have to be reading. Like I
Yeah.
learned so much on podcasts.
right, just learning. Yeah.
Learning is definitely one of my pillars too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
feel
kind of
that's-
included it when I said reading because a lot of my reading
It's
is
educational.
is like self-help or educational philosophy, Zen or psychology. I just started a self-help book. It's a Japanese sensation that was big on TikTok. It's basically a philosopher discussing with a young man Adlerian theory, but
cool.
like how you create your own happiness.
Oh.
The whole premise of the book is the young man does not believe that you create happiness, basically, that the situations do. And the philosopher is using Adler's theory, which I'm not as familiar with as I am a lot of other theories, but basically teaching him that, no, we create our happiness.
Oh, I remembered
Our
another
mindset.
pillar. I think leading, like being a leader.
I get what you mean. Like
Yeah.
you're one of the leaders of this practice and being supervision and mentoring.
Yeah.
Kind of mentoring other people.
Mentoring.
Yeah.
That's like a big
One for you.
one for me.
My turn.
Your turn.
Yeah. You've had lots of time to think.
I know, but she also said everything. I think my family, reading. I like to read like guilty pleasures. I don't like to read about education at all, but I do like learning a lot.
Appreciating the little things.
Yeah, appreciating
That's one of your
the little.
pillars?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, those are my pillars.
You seem angry.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Did she seem angry to you, Mel?
I wouldn't say angry.
Agitated? Annoyed?
Maybe annoyed. Are you annoyed?
She's annoyed with us.
Are
I
you
think.
annoyed with us?
She feels we've been picking on her for an hour and a half.
Because let the listeners decide.
Okay.
Fine.
Listeners, please leave a comment about whether you feel we picked on Liz.
Comment below.
Comment? Yeah. Please. Let us know.
Are you tired?
No.
All right.
Trying to read you.
So that's a wrap on another episode of Therapist Say. I'm your co-host, Barry.
I'm your other host, Mel.
And I'm your last host, Liz.
Bye.
Bye.
That was fun.
That was fun. It's always fun picking on this.
Did we pick on her that much?
All right, that's it for today's episode of Therapist Say. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you laughed, learned something, or at least realized you're not the only one with issues.
New episodes drop every 2 weeks, so hit follow and don't forget self-care.